We are almost ready here to go racing in the first race of the second round of the chase here. We're starting, it'll gonna be just about mid-pack exactly here, it appears. 14th out of the 24 that have taken time. Jesse, the only one who hasn't. And we are gonna have 25 cars for the race here today. We're gonna start ahead of two chasers. I have my list over here with all of them. Sean's gonna be on the pole. We'll have 3 chasers to start the top 3. Ethan is gonna start 6th there. Then it'll be James in 8th, and Patrick and Richard in front of us there. So those are the cars we are racing for this round in the chase. We will try to do the same thing we did at Texas last week. Keep the car clean, keep it in one piece, and take opportunity when it shows its head. Last week we were able to make that move towards the end with the 2 tires stop with just fuel to get some extra positions at the end. Could have possibly tried some fuel, but I feel like that was a little too risky. If I would have known or paid attention and realized that 2 of the cars we were racing to get into the top 10 didn't even show up and didn't even start the race, I might have tried to pull that strategy that Sean ended up winning the race with, trying to make it all the way. But still, we got a solid top 10 finish, and we're going to look to do the same thing here again. Unlike most years where the chase starts and we lose all the cars, we get a lot extra people. Josh has been doing a lot more recruiting lately. So I'm going to mute myself and we'll watch my 2 qualifying laps here. So there were the 2 laps that will slot us in 14th. Got about a minute and a half, minute 15 seconds left, though everyone has taken a lap. I assume some people didn't finish both laps, so the session has not advanced yet. But I guess until the session advances, we'll go through and I'll just start up the recap of the few laps I took in practice on this run here, this about 15 lap run, to get an idea of where we are on fuel.
All right, guys, thank you all for coming out tonight. Appreciate you guys continuing to come out. It's been a lot of fun. 90 laps here at New Hampshire. Just going to go over our rules like always. We always go on green. Leader does have choice of outside or inside on the start and restart. When entering pit road, stay to the right lane. So just before your pit stall, obviously follow the blue cone, exit the pit road. Biggest rule we have, no bitching and moaning over the race chat. If you do have an issue with the driver, please take it up with either the driver or an admin after the race. Other than that, like I said, 90 laps here at New Hampshire. It is slick, so let's be a little careful and have some fun here tonight. Good luck, guys.
Thanks for letting me run with you, Josh. I appreciate you letting me in the league on race night. Not many leagues will do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate you coming out, man.
Yeah, good luck, everybody.
Yep, good luck, boys.
Oh, so you and him then, Josh. Get that.
Well, we will be ready to go. Like I was
We meet again, Kevin.
just shooting that message off to Brandon there and just telling him.
Kyle, I'm in the Oculus. I can't reply.
Can you stop stalking me then, Chris?
Shit, my bad. I wouldn't start.
So we will try our best to keep the car in one piece. Like I said, it's gonna be tough to pass here. I know for sure.
Yeah, I was holding the starter and moving out on go. I got it.
We will, like I said, try to keep the car in one piece. Top's gonna be the place to be here. We know that. That's good old Loudon racing. So we will try to keep our pace up here on the top. And that's all we can do, really. And they already wrecked down there.
Wow.
Not sure what happened there.
All right, Josh. I tried getting on the brakes, bud. Just getting in the back of you.
I had to make a evasive maneuver to get around that checkup. I kind of got a little sideways in the process. That's my fault. You owe me. That's the shift. I got a new shifter.
The road is open. All right, buddy. Line up behind 98.
Pace car's all the way down out of forecast.
I think I might pit here just to top off and to get to the rear here. Because I'd rather be in the rear. I know it sounds a little stupid because, you know,
Red surf finish line.
a lot of people would say, well, why you want to be in the back if they're going to wreck? And I would say I'd rather be in the back if they wreck because, you know what we can do? We can stop. In that case right there, if they would have came up the racetrack into us, we would have had nothing to do. We would have been stuck where we were. So that's just my idea here. We can top off too. I don't know if this will really get us into any window yet.
Sorry, Todd and everybody.
It could, but I think that's going to be a little bit to notice. From what I could see, it's going to be, I did one lap, one little bit of math towards the end of the practice. And the math that I did early in the practice was telling me maybe 35 laps roughly on fuel per run. And then that lap I did, the run I did towards the end was telling me like, I don't know, 32 per run, 31, 32 per run. So that's a pretty big difference here when we have a roughly, I don't know, let's see, we're going to have 87, 86 to go, I think, when we go back green. We're going to have to pit twice. That's a no-doubter. But it's a matter of what can we do with that pitting twice. Can we take 2 and 1 can of fuel and try to cut some time off of a pit stop so we can gain time on a racetrack? how much is the tires going to really matter here once we get into a run. That 15 lap run I took in the practice I was talking about, I think we went 15 laps and the right front was only at 93 and the left sides were still at 96. So 2 tires might be an option if we do go, say we cut into one of those stops and go a 20 lap stop and then 2 30 lap runs. Or, you know what I mean, like 20 and then 30 30. That would be an option, I think, 2 tires, if we were to take that short run first. But like I said, it's only lap 4, so hopefully, I think the guy said he missed a shift there and someone just pile drove him, so that's what happens here on the restarts. You know, it's tough to judge, especially with how this track is. It's very slick. I think the track temp going into the race was like 112, 115. So very slick, so even on the restarts, brand new tires, you can slide very easily. None of our chase competitors got in that, though, sadly. But like I said, we will keep our eyes up here. We got some, main people that we know we need to watch out for. Not gonna say any names, but we know who they are. So we will watch for them and then take our race into our own hands here if we get singled out here.
Gotcha, but I'm gonna hold you up.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jonathan.
No problem.
Still no yellow. That guy just spun out in the middle of the field. Interesting.
Sorry, whoever got caught up in that.
Yeah, I'll go low in 3 and 4.
Outside. Still there. Still outside.
Go on, I'll give you a run.
Clear.
Nice of him to give that to us.
29.921.
Good luck, Kyle.
Thanks, the insider, Sean.
Still there. Clear high. 29.07. Outside. Clear. Outside. Outside. Clear high.
Clear, Tim.
30.09.
You're clear, Max.
Thanks, Sean.
29.994. Leaders on pit road. .977.
Getting flat.
Caution south.
Wow. There, I did.
Pit road is closed.
Or not.
Line up behind 943.
Pace car out of 2.
All right, buddy. Line up behind.
So I will stay out here. We'll come back around. We'll catch up, and then we'll stay out, lead a lap. Get that one extra bonus point. That may end up telling us who gets through, because I think they were tied on the cut line, or it was 1 point on the cut line to get to this round. So it was very close. Just like it was at the end of the regular season to get in the points, in the chase in the first place.
Could be lining up behind you. .998. Here's the lucky dog. Gonna have a lap down car coming behind the 998.
This caution is going to put us in a very interesting position, because it is 58 to go. Woohoo, this is going to be fun. We definitely will be coming to top off here. When we can. I don't want to go, definitely. So let's see what the tires looked at 32 laps or so. Left sides were almost perfect. That's great.
Go, Mego, go, Mego. Keep third behind the 901. Gonna have to come around to 921.
20 will be pitting. Got a whole clear black flag.
Outside quarter. Outside clear. Outside.
That's big right there.
Clear, clear. 31.161.
That's great.
Thanks for not running me over all day, man.
Outside. Still out there, man. Still there, you're still 29.355. Still outside. Still out there, your door.
Thanks, Ron. Yeah, thank you, Ron.
Sorry to whomever I got loose in front of.
We're gonna need yellow now, I guess. I think something's wrong with that left front because it's the first time the whole race that I try to step on it off turn 2. The thing just wants to turn sideways. Probably knocked something up. My bad there, guys. Just lost it. We'll get this damage repaired. I think it did something. That or that big slide I took burnt up the tires and it was just really slick. And I was flat spotted after I slammed the brake to try to keep off the 3 and smashed into his right rear. The wheel feels a little bit pointed to the right, a little bit off maybe. Not that much, but a little bit. So we'll pit, we'll get this fixed. I'm thinking we got some mechanical damage to that left front. The rear I think is fine because we haven't hit the rear on anything. That was just, we spun that around, looped it. So we will see what we got here. Let's see how much, how long. 15 seconds, not that bad. We will, we'll get that fixed up here and then see what we can do.
Okay, let's go. We're gonna restart behind the 98.
We'll top off right here just so we have the full amount. I'm probably gonna try to save the first few laps of fuel. When we go back green, I'm probably just gonna try to take it easy. Don't push it. Don't take it harder than we need to go, and then see what we can do.
Go, man, go.
We will take it easy the first few laps here, and then try to turn it up and see what we can do. I think everyone should be pretty good on fuel here to the end, but never know.
Green flag.
Three wide.
Go ahead and take that, Joe. I'm not running for your position there, guys. Hey Josh, we'll go 4 and 3. I'll give it to you.
Still there. Still out. Still out there. 29, 25, 3, 4. Clear. Inside. Still inside. There. That's a good job.
Sorry about that, Todd.
Yep. Here, Kyle, pass it on off.
Thanks. We're just gonna take it easy here. Like I said, we're just gonna ride and see what we can do. I'm not gonna push it too hard anymore because we'll spin out again. I don't need that because we're lucky the first time that nobody came by and T-boned us. So this time we're just gonna take it easy. I don't know if that left front tire was knocked up when we hit Tony, or if something happened when we got into someone else. Like if I saw that other guy wrecking and I slid the tires pretty bad coming off the turn. I don't know if that maybe heating them up really bad, and that caused us to overheat the tires, and that's why it was just so slippery there. But we will just ride here, take care of the car, like I said. So we are
Pitting this time.
just inside 20 to go. People are starting to pit here. And we are about a lap and a half, 2 laps to the good. And we've been like that for the last about 5 to 10 laps. So we're just going to keep being safe here. Don't want to push it too hard. We're getting by these guys with about a half a track or more gap back to them. So we just got to take care of our fuel, take care of our mileage, and then be safe and keep English. Pay attention to our gap back to who have pitted and who haven't pitted. There's the leader pin right now.
Take the inside, Ryan.
Pitting this time.
Got it. Thank you.
I'm gonna hug this bottom line here.
Good job. Nice move.
84 pitching this lap, Tim. Thank you.
That's good. That's where you need to be. Keep it up.
Thank you, Chris.
Gladly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, sorry, I ran over that too hard.
No problem, bud. No problem.
30.558. You're clear. Keep it to me, partner. Great job, bud. Great job. Inside. Clear, man.
Nice save, Tim. And there's a caution.
Alright, we need to be behind the 999.
And this is going to put us up
I
into
thought you
a
were gonna save that.
pretty decent position, actually,
Come on by me, 943.
for the restart.
Alright, you're gonna have to come around the chase car. We're gonna restart behind the 999. Alright, you're gonna have to come around.
This is going to put us in a pretty nice position for probably like a 2-lap dash. I'm looking at, maybe.
No? Okay. Yeah, a bunch of freshmen.
I'm thinking everybody's going to have to pit here, I would think, because they've been on tires maybe 15 laps already. You don't pit, you're going to be giving up 5, 6, 7 tenths, probably at least half a second. Though it will be a short run to the finish, it's still going to be giving up a lot of time. Definitely.
Coming to 5 to go.
Where's the 98 car?
Last on the track.
Tell me to let him by.
Go, 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 go. Alright, buddy. Line up behind the 962.
Some of these guys in front of us looks like they took 2. That or they were just so far ahead of us. We did have a lot of lap cars in between us all. We should be lined up maybe. It would be nice to be lined up 8th on the outside there. That would be nice. Let's see when it shuffles out here. I thought about 2, and I think we could have made it with 2, but I don't know. I haven't really raced on 2, so I don't know how it would have felt. Might have been really, really, really tight going down in the turn 1. Very tight. Probably wouldn't have ended up well for us. So we will see how this goes. Where we're gonna be on the bottom, of course, because we can never get what line we want. But still, top 10 right now. We're gonna have to get going quick here on the restart and try to get to that outside lane as quick as possible. It looks like it's going to be a green and white together here. So if they wreck, we got to be ready to take as much as possible. The top 1, 2, 3, 4 stayed out. The top 4 stayed out. And we know the 2 of Josh has some damage on that car. We know Sean pitted rather early. So did Todd. Todd pitted extremely early. He pitted with like 15 to 20 to go. So being on the bottom here might not end up hurting us that bad, because if he gets all squirreled up here on the restart, we might be able to jump up there quick. But like I said, the top 4 did stay out, so we'll see here. Should be interesting. Hopefully we just get through it. That'd be nice. We just got to get through it to the finish. Since we're going green, we're gonna go green at 89, and then we'll get so it'll be an unofficial green-white checkered. Brandon, we had a few up here on old tires, so be ready. He's set up right behind us, so he knows. Drill.
Heads up, guys. There is old tires in the front here. Better get out of the way then.
919 is going to go with the inside after start finish line. Get out of the way.
They just died behind us. That's it. They're dead. They are dead. I expected something like that to happen. I think someone got turned coming off turn 2, got crossed up, and they just all died. And we're going to restart on the top this time, which I would be happy about, but it looks like Todd's up there too. Huh. I'd love to be on that bottom again because the 01 and the 10 both have brand new tires. But we'll see. Got through the first mess. Try to get through the second one here. That took out a few chase contenders. I'm pretty sure I saw Josh get taken out, Ethan. Yeah, so that's we just got to get a good finish now. Top 5 would be great, but we're ahead of them right now in position. And that's all we got to pay attention to.
Did I get a black flag cleared? The 943 car didn't pass me by the time the green flag came out. I was trying to let him by, but we were both hit on the one to go the last time.
Yeah, I agree with that. It told me to catch him, and then it told me to pass him until I hit turn 3.
Have a lap car coming outside.
What car?
Line up behind.
Stand by. It is.
What car needs a black flag cleared?
I don't. 905. Thank you.
All I saw behind us was cars spinning and getting
Sorry, I wasn't
cut
trying to be rude, just trying to multitask.
sideways and turn to the inside, turn to the outside, turn to the moon, probably. Should get the 2 to go right here. We had a really good jump there on the restart too. I'm not good at restarts, but I timed that one pretty good, I'd like to say. That they spun the tires in the front 2 rows, and I was able to, looked like we got a good start. Either way, try to do the same thing this time.
901, you gotta pass me.
We do get 3 chances at a green white checkered here, so if there's another quick yelly, we're gonna go green white checkered again, which is probably the only reason I pitted there, because we were about a lap to the good. Even if I would have saved under caution, if a green white checkered would have happened like it is now, we would have not had enough gas, and my luck, we would have been that caution. So
Maybe line it up behind them. 0, 1. 1 to go. Wait for the line to double up. 1 minute 6.595. Unfortunately, you're going to be on the outside.
So Sean as leader picks the outside here.
Alright, where's the 86 car?
I'm way back here. I'm coming. I'm at the front stretch.
Oh, he's back there too. This is working out. We just got to get a good finish now. Top 8.
943.
Look cleaner over well. Get those tires cleaned up.
Hey, Stan, you can pass the 999.
Where was Andre? Oregon.
Well, we're gonna finish 7th. That was a not pretty 3 and 4 there.
Good win, Sean.
I tried to throw it in 3 wide there. We tapped the 948, and then we just majorly net coded with that.
Sorry again for my misshift on the first lap. You guys are really am. I got to get used to this gated shit.
I just got a little loose there, and then
Racing everybody, good win, Sean.
when I put it back to the right side, we got shuffled up.
Ron, thanks for letting me out.
We probably got a pretty good restart there again. Jumped down in turn 1, the 81 spun his tires, and we got stuck behind him there. And then the 921 jumped to our inside to make that move. I thought maybe we were going to be able to jump up there to the outside of the 981, but we weren't. Or the 81, not 981. Down to the turn 1 here is when the first part of chaos took place. 922 lost it going in the corner, drifted way high, got in the 81. We almost dumped Brandon in the 20. And then we threw it down hard into turn 3 here. And ended up killing James, which I also did in practice too, so it's kind of an interesting way to end it. So we'll end up beating Patrick, James, Tim, Brandon, Max, and Todd, obviously, because he died there right at the end. So that's a pretty decent gap points-wise. We're going to have on a few of the cars. Let me check quick to see where we go next. I want to say it's another short track, but I'm not sure. For all I know, it might be Michigan, because we do go to Michigan a lot. Let us see. Or Facebook will just take its time. Events, that's where I have to go. So next week is Iowa with the trucks. Iowa with the trucks. I do like Iowa and the trucks. We've done pretty decent so far this year, and so that should be good. And then the last round is the trucks, back-to-back truck races. This one's at Homestead, and then we got Bristol with the Cup cars. And then Charlotte Xfinity is the final race of the season. So should be interesting here. We're going to try our best to make it to that top 8. Like I said, we already have a, 9-point gap on 10th and a 7-point gap on 9th. So we're 7 points above that cut line right now. So we're going to hope to stay there next week and take advantage of that little gap we do have.